Hello friends and enemies, and welcome back to my channel. I am your super fluffy host, and I've got a bit of a short one today. So I DM a game every Wednesday, and this is what happened in the last session, which was just this Wednesday. The party was going up against the BBEG. Well, more or less anyway. And they were informed beforehand that when this particular enemy went unconscious, they would start rapidly healing. Naturally, the party completely ignored this. So what happened was what was supposed to be a 1 hour combat, this was technically the second session of the combat, ended up being nearly a 3 hour long. I want to just, oh my, it was madness. So they've got a couple of enemies that are still left that are causing a little bit of trouble. They're like helping the BBEG do a little bit of extra damage, but they're managing it, and a few lucky hits and they take down the BBEG, which is this like mechanical monster beast thingy. So they take it down, it gets obscured in smoke and dust from impacting the ground, and I note that electrical energy seems to be coming off of it. So they decide to run away, which, I mean, that's reasonable. It's sparking, there's electricity, it's covered in smoke, so they can't see that it's repairing. No one's actually in melee range with it. And then it starts healing, which I'll just admit, initially, this is my bad. I had it healing way too much. But I quickly realized that that was too much and eased it on down. So it heals up some. One player realizes that, hey, it's healing, and so attacks it, which means she gets hit with like a retribution attack or whatever. But still, they now realize that, oh crap, it's still up and active, and it's healed itself some. So they start smacking into it again, and take it down again, and then walk off and leave it there to heal again. Oh my, I was just banging my head on my desk at this point. It gets up again. It basically just downs two party members instantly when it gets up. So now they're scrambling. They manage to take it down again. But then they don't keep doing damage to it. Ah! I am just going insane as this thing that I have now actually described as it's healing all of its wounds, they are still not pumping damage into it. It's the cleric, I give him a pass, he's getting people up. But people are getting up and then not pumping damage into it. So it gets up again. It downs someone again. It heals more. This is just, I'm going insane. This was supposed to be an easy combat. They were told it would heal when it goes down. They are just letting it go down and start healing. And then, one player decides to start metagaming. He says that the rules don't work that way, so it doesn't matter if we keep on attacking it because nothing will happen. So he decides to just do nothing. Which means now they don't have enough damage to keep it down. Well, actually, they do end up having enough damage to keep it down, but it only stays down by like 1 HP. If it hadn't been for 1 HP, it would have gotten back up and basically just instantly downed 1 or 2 people. That's because this was a serious threat. So they managed to keep it down. He's still not attacking it. And then the 2 mages, an artificer and a cleric. The artificer had been using a spell that she could cast twice that did like 2d10 plus 5 damage. She decides to stop using that spell and switch over to a spell she can only cast once that does 1d6 damage. So now they don't have enough damage to keep it down. This was supposed to be a 1 hour battle. It's taking 3 hours. Why? And the cleric says, I've got a few spell slots. I can hit it with Guiding Bolt. This gives people advantage. And it'll do like 68 damage. Does he do that? No. He starts hitting it with a cantrip that does 2d6 damage. It almost gets up twice because of this. And I'm just going insane. It was an easy battle with how much they had done to it in the previous session. This should have been over and done with. I started just cranking down the amount of damage that they had to pump into it after it went down. More and more and more. Because if I doubt, it will never die. Finally, the guy who was like metagaming, which he actually did put a spell on it, a curse, so that if it did get back up, it had a chance of losing its turn. Which at that point, if it did get back up, it would just use a legendary action, ignore his curse, and then just fly away. And they would basically fail. Technically, it'd be a success, because, the enemy wouldn't be their problem anymore. But yes, he starts launching Eldritch Blast at it. 3d10 damage. That'll be good. Except he has disadvantage because he's at range and it's down. Unconscious, prone, etc. Instead of going into melee to hit it with his sword, he decides to just keep on attacking it with disadvantage. Because 1d6 with advantage is apparently far less damage than 0d anything with disadvantage. And then the melee starts missing non-stop despite having an advantage. And I am just... why? How is this happening? This wasn't supposed to be this hard. They do manage to kill it. They keep it down. They blast it and bash it, and I just say, oh my god, you know what? Yep, good job everybody, it's dead. But yes, it was supposed to be an easy battle. They were going to be at the big finale. They'd be the big heroes. And I mean, they're still the big heroes. But oh my god. Why? Why? But yes, that's just a quick little short thing because I'm having some weird problems with my mic, but oh my god. So yeah, that's how my game's going. How are you guys' games going? Let me know in the comments how your game is going. If your party is just flopping on their face. And with that, I will see you all. Be sure to comment on the video, fave the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're a DM, place subliminal messaging in your game to get your players to subscribe to the channel. And with that, I will see you all later.